What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. There's a lot of you guys that keep up with this type of news, entertainment and rap beefs and stuff like that. Today is day one in Memphis, Tennessee. Shut up, Memphis! Of the Young Dolph trial, where Young Dolph, who was killed, in November of 2021, while he was at it looked like a bakery or a cookie shop, when two men ran up on him, one with a long gun, the other one with a handgun, by the names of Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson. These two men shot him to death as he stood by the window, I guess waiting for his order. Now, like I said, today was the first day in trial, and they dropped some bombs for real. And I'll just let you take a look at this, and then I'm gonna come back and say a couple of things about it, man. This is crazy. Black folks that you see doing this type of stuff are nothing like the black folks of the past. It seems like they bloodthirsty, opportunistic, and they'll just take any advantage of personal gain, no matter how great or minuscule it is, to cause bloodshed on somebody that look like them. And this is a tragedy, just like the rest of them. Take a look at this, and I'm gonna come back and talk about it.
Topping your news later at 4 today, explosive new allegations this afternoon about the murder of Adolph Thornton Jr., known as rapper Young Dolph. That trial got underway today in a Shelby County courtroom. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman. April is on assignment. Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, is accused of shooting Young Dolph outside a Memphis cookie shop almost 3 years ago. But today, prosecutors told the jury it was actually a man known as Big Jook who ordered the hit. They claim Big Jook was high up a record label, CMG, a rival of Young Dolph. Big Jook, who was the older brother of well-known rapper Yo Gotti, was killed earlier this year outside a Hickory Hill nightclub. WREG Shay Arthur has been in the courtroom all day and is live with the latest details. Shay, what have you learned?
Alex, I just stepped out of the courtroom just a short time ago. That testimony is still ongoing. It's really been going on this entire day in this highly anticipated trial that really so many, just not across Memphis, but across the country, have been following. Young Dolph, loved by so many here in the Bluff City. Security here at the court, very, very tight. There's extra police officers up inside there around the courtroom. You have to go through 2 metal detectors to actually get inside that courtroom. And the prosecution and the defense, they've been telling some very different stories about who is to blame here in the rapper's death.
Justin Johnson, one of the men accused of shooting Young Dolph outside a Memphis cookie shop, sat stoic in court. Shelby County prosecutor Paul Hagerman painted a picture of the day of the crime for the jury, who was brought in from out of Shelby County. Hagerman says Johnson, an aspiring rapper known as Straight Drop, shot Dolph along with a second man, Cornelius Smith. He says the shooting comes after a $100,000 hit was ordered by Big Jook, who was high up at CMG, a rival record label and the older brother of rapper Yo Gotti. The contract hit was arranged by a third man, Hernandez Govan. Investigators say Govan would seek out new talent for CMG and also provided drugs to Smith. The jury was shown the moments Young Dolph was killed outside Makita's Cookies. Hagerman said to Johnson and Smith the shooting was, quote, just business.
What we watch up here is so quick, and we watch it and we call it violence. That's a man with a family and with a life who's laying at the edge there in the yellow, riddled with bullets, dead. We watch that and we call it violence. For Cornelius Smith and for Justin Johnson, it was just business.
But Johnson's attorney says his client is innocent, saying there's 2 sides to every story, and Govan was using Johnson.
You like to exploit. You like to exploit young rappers, like Mr. Johnson. He brings no skill to the table, but you're going to hear testimony about how he intended. It was his sole mission to get 30 to 60% piece of Mr. Johnson.
Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy was also present, speaking to us about the trial finally happening nearly 3 years after the shooting.
Great anticipation. I mean, this is the culmination of a lot of years' work, and there's been a lot of work done by our staff at the DA's office and also by law enforcement to bring the people responsible for this tragic killing to justice, and that's what we're going to do this week.
And Alex, really, so far in the case today, beyond those explosive opening statements that we heard, those accusations there from the prosecutor, we also heard from the sister of Young Dolph, along with one of his former security guards. Currently, right now, Cornelius Smith, he is the second man, along with Justin Johnson, accused of shooting Young Dolph there in front of Makita's cookie store. He's currently under cross-examination by the defense. We'll hear from him tonight at 5 o'clock. I'm going to go back up there in the courtroom. We'll bring you the latest back then at 5 o'clock. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
All right, Shay, thank you very much for that.
Guys, I want you to listen to this. Now, this is a recap of the story, right? As far as today. Now, check this out. It says the trial of Young Dolph's alleged murderers started off with a bombshell start as one of the accused shooters confessed on the stand and even implicated his co-defendants. While testifying Monday, Cornelius Smith admitted he was indeed the man seen firing the semi-automatic weapon in the November 2021 surveillance footage that captured Memphis rap star's murder, Young Dolph. According to Smith, he had no emotions at the time he took Young Dolph's life. He was simply attempting to line his pockets with cash, $100,000 to be exact, paid by Yo Gotti's now deceased big brother, Big Juke, who himself was murdered in January. Smith also testified that Justin Johnson was his accomplice in the murder and fingered him as the man firing the handgun. He also implicated the other suspect, Hernandez Govan, as his former drug dealer and the person who informed them that Big Juke had a $100K bounty on Dolph. Smith said he and Johnson only knew each other for a few months before the shooting, but the plan was to take $40,000 each and give Govan $10,000. His math isn't great, as that leaves a whole $10,000 unaccounted for. But Smith says he only managed to take home $800 when it was all said and done. Smith said that they stalked Dolph ahead of his Thanksgiving drive, where they eventually trailed him to his favorite cookie shop and opened fire. He testified, "I wasn't feeling nothing at the time. I was just trying to get some money. I saw him standing by the window. I just got out the car and started shooting." The hit wasn't completely smooth. Dolph's brother returned fire, shooting Smith in his arm, his shoulder, and his leg, leaving him bleeding before he patched himself up with a med kit at a nearby apartment. After the hit was carried out, Smith says they FaceTimed Big Juke to relay the news, but says he ultimately remembered having a conscience, hence his courtroom confession. All right, guys. Excuse my language. You want to know the difference between regular black folk and niggas? That's your proof right there. They killed this man. He was standing by the window, shot him down to the ground with an AK-47 and kept shooting shots at him. Did you see how stupid he looked when he was shooting the gun? The gun was going all over the place. He couldn't even control it. They running back and forth, jumping up and down like idiots, going back and forth to the window. This is tragic. This is tragic. This is what we've become. Surviving slavery, surviving civil rights, Jim Crow. This is what we become. And this is not all of us. It's not all of us. But you can see that us in America, as black folk, the black community, we are devolving. We are not evolving. We are devolving into primitive savages. Said he only got $800 when it was all said and done. You shot a man to death in front of his brother, then shot him up in front of the place. I don't even know if that place is there no more. Because a lot of times when these gruesome murders happen at places like this, they usually shut down. So if anybody's from Memphis, let me know if that cookie place is still even there. These guys came from nowhere to Memphis from out of town. Drug dealer boy hit them up. So they was only going to give him, now I want you to look at the money trail. According to what this guy said, I want you to look at the money trail. They was going to give Hernandez Govan, the guy that tipped them off to this, 10 grand, and they was going to keep 40,000 each, which I don't know where the other 10 was going, but that's not the point here. For $40,000 each, you put yourself in harm's way, got hit up with bullets, and shot up another man that you didn't even know personally. Shot him up because somebody else wanted him gone for business reasons. That's not even your business. Think about it. At what price does a human life have? Let alone the price of somebody that's black. By black folks. This is what's heartbreaking about this whole damn thing. Now, this is not going to be no long trial because he's sitting up there telling already. I don't even think this thing will last a week. But it's a damn shame. You came in there gangster. Now you sitting up there singing like a motherfucking canary. I got a conscience. That don't make it no better. You should have had a conscience before you jumped out that car with that fucking weapon and shot somebody you don't even fucking know. $40,000 damn dollars. With somebody that don't know the value of shit, that would have went gone with the wind that quick. You would have spent that money on something that would have made you worse than better at the expense of a life of a man that you don't even know. Shot him dead in front of his brother in his own city. Shameful. Take a look at this video right here while he's on the stand talking and telling every damn thing. Listen to him talk.
All right, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
It's just
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
yeah, bad baseball, hey, bad pro baseball.
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I won't feel nothing at the time. I ain't gonna even let it. I won't feel nothing at the time. I was just trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money? Bet you probably would have wasted on oxycodone and ecstasy. You shot that gun a bunch?
Right in there?
Right then and there.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I shot out.
Aiming for Dolph?
I ain't for Dolph.
Was he able to say anything to y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
All right. Proceed till Justin shoots. There with the handgun. Who's that?
It's just
All right. You proceed. All right. You stop right here. It's Dolph's brother, Marcus. Did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. There was a bullet hole in my side window. And I told Jesse, I'm like, man, I'm hit. He was like, I'm hit too. So I see I'm hit right here on my leg, and I see a bullet hole in my sweater. I said, damn, man. So we driving out, he was saying he was hit. I'm talking to him, making sure we on wreck, making sure he's straight. I'm like, you alright? He's like, yeah, I'm straight. Bullet head went in my arm, and it was a bullet in my back.
I'm going to back up. You and Justin here are running to the white Mercedes, is that right?
Right.
You get in what side of the car?
I get on the passenger side.
And Justin gets back in the driver's side?
Yeah, he get back on the driver's side.
Y'all get in the car. You can watch the rest of the video here. Did y'all see Marcus getting a second gun from his car?
Nah, but when we pulled out, and and I knew it was shots back. I was finna shoot back, but there were too many cars coming, and I ain't just want to hit no anybody, so I ain't shoot back.
Because Marcus was shooting at y'all as y'all were leaving.
Absolutely shameful. You did all of that. About to go to prison for $800. Telling on the stand. And was it worth it? Think about it. Man should still be here. People loved him. They loved his music. I don't know who he is. I don't really deal with rap like that no more, but still. The man was successful. Why couldn't he enjoy it? It's crazy how throughout history, and I want you to hear me, this is out. Nobody, it ain't like no secret. Black folks had to either put themselves in positions to be stuntmen for other black folks or other races to go and do dirty work, which they always get caught and look stupid as hell in court. This is crazy. It's like no sense of pride, no sense of understanding struggles we came through to have us where we at, to make a better tomorrow. Nobody sees that. Everybody's out for theirs. Everybody calls themselves gangster. Then when they get caught, here come the Telly Savalas. Now I don't know Mr. Smith, Mr. Johnson, but I do know this. That devil shit they pulled got them right where they are. And it's a damn shame. Showing your face and everything on TV. Family probably disgraced. And you know what's crazy? What if these people, these two people that shot this man came from families where they had good values and they taught the right thing, and these people just didn't listen. See, because I'm going to tell you something. Not only did they bring shame on themselves, they brought shame on the people whose name they bear, that they carry, whether they was involved or not. I'm sure there are people in there, in that family, the defendants, that are sitting there shaking their head just like the rest of us. And that's what makes this thing hard. Every action has a reaction, and everything we do out here in life reflects on those that came before us and those that have come after us. But some people don't see it like that. R.I.P. Young Dolph, and I don't think he deserved that, or anybody else should deserve that type of treatment, being gunned down while you got your back turned. Coward shit. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is day one of the trial. We'll see where this thing goes from here. But with him talking, I don't think it'll last a week. See you in the next video. Take care.